Good morning. I'm just sitting in my car waiting for my therapy appointment to start. I am brain foggy and totally tired. I'm exhausted and I'm out of it this morning. I'll tell you why in a minute. But my therapy appointment starts at 10 a.m. every Monday morning. Every Monday morning. I know this, but I took Naima to school, left just as the bell was ringing at 8:30. Phew. And then was like rushed to get Ona over to Praveen's mom's house so that he could watch her. By the way, bear with me. I'm gonna be talking a little slow because my brain is just like sludge this morning. Anyway, I drop her off at her grandma's, and I'm like, sorry about that. God, all these people are walking by when I'm trying to make this video. It makes me self-conscious. I tried to park in a better place too. Okay. No. Oh. No, you know what? I was just gonna stop this video and play a new one that didn't have all these like pauses and jerks and stops and starts, but no. I'm gonna share this because this is what it's like to wean off of your medication. This is a perfect example of what it's like. So, and my tongue is lazy and flat and I'm lisping. My S is even worse than I normally do. Anyway, yeah, so I dropped Ona off an hour early and I didn't mean to, and like his mom hadn't even showered, hadn't had her clothes on. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't realize it until I was in the car halfway here. I'm like, oh, Jesus, Maggie, way to go. But, I mean, the bright side is I got to go to the grocery store by myself and take my time. And this guy's gonna walk by again. What the crap? So I'm gonna be quiet for a minute. Yeah, I don't know, whatever, I don't care. So, he's on his phone, he doesn't give a shit. What was I gonna say? This is such a shit show of a YouTube video. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna scratch that story. No, I remember. 311. So I got to the store and I'm like, yep, of course I don't have any bags. I'm totally not prepared, totally out of it. And I told the guy, like, I bought a bag, got a bag to buy, and he was like, hey, I'm like, why would I come prepared today? Why would I? It's Monday morning. And he's like, hey, but you're in luck because it's free bag day, because it's Earth Day. And I'm like, oh, thank you. It's like, wow, that's one thing that's gone right this morning. So I'm thankful for that. And at least I was able to see that and appreciate it. So thank you, universe, for putting me in that position. Okay, so I'm weaning off of, now to brass tacks. I'm weaning off my meds. I'm on duloxetine. I started off at 60 milligrams last year, I think it was. And I've been, the past 2 months, I was on 40 milligrams. And 4 days ago, I just went down to 20 milligrams because I'm feeling amazing. And, it's like, yeah, I think I can go down because, I mean, my ultimate goal is to go off of it entirely. Because that's another thing that a lot of people don't tell you. Like, we grew up in the generation where people would say that if you have a mood disorder, that means you have a chemical imbalance in your brain. That is not true. And that you have to be on meds your entire life. That is not true. We talk about that, like my professors who One of them worked in a psych ward of a hospital with schizophrenic patients for a decade, over a decade, I think. And they all have doctorate degrees. They all have worked in counseling and psychology and whatever for decades. They're telling us about all the research that's coming out, and it's not true. I mean, maybe some forms I think we're not totally sure of yet, like bipolar. There are some forms of schizophrenia that, yes, it is probably a chemical imbalance. But mood disorders are all in the gut, guys. It is. Anxiety and depression are all stem from the gut. Like I've said, and I'll probably say it in every single video, 90% of serotonin is created in the gut. If you are anxious, if you are depressed, change your food. Change your supplementation, go get blood work done, see what you're missing, and you're gonna pull in right next to me. Whatever. See how easily I'm thrown off track right now? It's really annoying. So yes, I mean, there's more to that too, and I've been weaning off my meds, and in conjunction with like medication and therapy for a certain time is shown in numerous studies to be the most efficient way of getting off of your medication, because the brain is plastic. Another thing they don't tell us, I mean, another thing they told us that's complete misinformation when we were growing up, is that your brain is the most plastic or malleable when you're a child, and then once you finish adolescence and become an adult, it's crystallized. Like it stays the same, and it won't ever change. So everything you've learned up until that point is ingrained in you. You can't change behaviors, can't change any of that. That's a bunch of bullshit. And they're realizing that now. So, God, I just parked in the busiest fucking spot in this parking lot. What the hell? An introvert wanting to talk about some stuff on YouTube with all these people around is like hell to me. I just want to share that with you. It's giving me anxiety. What time is it? Come on, car. Tell me what time it is. You're not gonna tell me. Thank you. 9:49. I got like 10 minutes before my appointment starts. So, yes. Medication changes neural pathways in the brain, but so does therapy. And they change neural pathways in the way that it changes behavioral patterns. So you get chemical neural pathways changed, and you get behavioral neural pathways changed with medication and therapy. So that's why it is the best combination. And once you've done that long enough, then you solidify those new pathways, and you can wean off your medication because you have physically altered your brain to work better and more effectively. So that's what I'm in the process of doing right now. And if you've been on medication for over 10 years or over 5 years, and for a mood disorder that, you know, isn't bipolar or schizophrenia or something, then let's talk. Leave me a comment or something. Message me. We'll talk about it, and I'll try to help you figure out what to do. If you don't have a therapist, get a therapist. Stat. Everyone needs a therapist. If you are alive, you have post-traumatic stress syndrome. The society is getting scarier and scarier. You need post-traumatic stress disorder therapy. That's my little rant for the day. So anyway, I'm going to talk about my current mood real quick, and then I'm going to go into my appointment. So yes, the first day after I I did some research this morning. And the side effects of weaning off of duloxetine are brain fog, irritability, and there's the brain fog, fatigue. There are more, but those are the ones that I'm experiencing. So it makes sense to me why. Oh, and it takes like 2.5 days, I think, for it to get out of your system. So then looking back on how I've felt the past few days, makes complete sense to me, because the day after I weaned off, after I reduced down to 20 milligrams a day, I felt great. Nothing changed. I felt amazing, on top of the world, full of energy, full of life, positive, happy, whatever. The second day, I just plummeted. I had not felt anxious or irritable in over a week, since my astral soul healing experience, and since taking these supplements. So I was like, what the crap is going on? And then I was talking to my husband, I'm like, it's gotta be me weaning off my medication. It's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing that has changed. So then yesterday, Sunday, Easter Sunday, was better. I was still really tired, kind of out of it. A little cranky, but not as cranky. Hardly any anxiety. And then this morning, I woke up first thing in the morning. Stop fucking doing that, to my kids. I'm like, what the hell? I've been trying not to cuss so much because I have the mouth of a sailor, and it's just not, I don't know. I'm just trying to get rid of it. I don't want to be negative anymore. I don't want anything to do with negativity anymore. So I've been trying to cut out swear words, even though fuck is my favorite word on the planet. Love it. Love it. But anyway, I digress. What the hell was I saying? God, I'm having so much trouble. So yes, I looked up the research this morning, and it is because I'm coming down off my medication. I'm like, how long is this going to last? I hope not. I haven't, since I've been on my new supplements, I haven't been taking as much vitamin D as I normally do, because people don't talk to you about this stuff when you're weaning off your meds. They don't tell you, like, oh, hey, bump up your mood support. So, because I thought that it would be enough. It's not. I was taking 10,000 IUs of D3 every day, and coupled with 10,000, I think, milligrams or something of, I think it's 10,000, maybe it's just 1,000 of K2. Always take D3 and K2 together. They help each other work. As well as magnesium and calcium and zinc. Those belong together too. Just FYI. While it's on my mind. So I went down to 5,000 because there's D3 in the fish oil that I've been taking. But no, I need it. And I was taking 1,200 milligrams of selenium every day too. 6 in the morning and 6 at night, and I wasn't taking that, and so I wasn't supporting my natural mood my natural mood enhancement abilities. So I started doing that this morning, and I don't drink caffeine either. I can't handle it, but I got some caffeine this morning. I got a little coffee at the grocery store because, man, I'm just not hanging. I don't feel good. I don't feel right. I'm tired. It sucks. I'm cranky. So that's just a brief, very, very brief update, and hopefully some tips on if you're weaning off meds or know anybody who is, get mood support. And if you have any questions about that, do not hesitate to ask me. If I don't know the answer, I will research it, and I have tons of people to ask at my disposal. So, as always, I love you. Stay strong, stay light, and I will be back with another video.